by Celeritas. It's our 10th race of our 12-race season, and we are heading to Silverstone. My name's Webbo. I'm your commentator at Celeritas, and joining me tonight is one of our regular drivers in Formula C, who is having a substitute moment with watching his other teammates. We welcome Ivan back to the commentary box.
Hello everyone, hopefully you'll have a great race.
Absolutely, doing our bit, Ivan, for English and Croatian relations tonight, trying to mend negative feeling that was resulting from some of the football. So good to have you back. What are your thoughts about the track, about tonight's race to come?
Well, I can already bet that there will be carnage in first few corners. That's always sure in Silverstone. Hopefully the guys will keep it clean, like as much as possible. Track, of course, one of the classics. It's so enjoyable to drive. You really need to push the limits like every lap to get like the best lap times as possible, and to, let's say, to make a difference over the concurrence. But still it's quite hard because it can be like quite harsh on tires due to really different types of corners.
Yeah. It's a high deg track, and as you say, you're pushing hard, and high speed turns eats the tires up.
Yeah, Cops Mango's back at Chapel.
Hi to Tom in the chat. Say hello if you're watching with us. Tell us who you're here to support, which team, which driver. I'm sure Ivan will do his best to be impartial, but he is a Moving Chicane Motorsport main driver, so look for any favouritism with Branch and Pinty. As for the team situation, we're looking to see what Cyan Racing and Versace can do to eat into the lead of BMW Sauber, represented tonight by Storm and I believe Pricey in a late substitution for Dawidek, and the rest of the grid breathed a sigh of relief to see Dawidek sitting out tonight. But that's the situation. BMW Sauber well in the lead, but the competition for second and third place is super tight. Branch is watching on. He's already commented in the chat, and Fry Pepper's here. I think I'm supposed to be having a look at yet another new livery change for the OWP team, Ivan.
Wait a second. They're changing livery again.
We can only hope that they have discovered some good taste. Bacon, it was our final driver to join us. I think getting in late. He just arrived at the front door, I believe, just a moment ago. So good to have Bacon with us. Hopefully he'll remember which way to turn out of the pit lane and which track we're on. But I doubt he's had a lot of practice. So how do you approach the setup for a track like Silverstone, Ivan?
So it depends like on the driving style. For me, like I'm quite aggressive driver. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but I really like to brake late in the corners, like try to get on power as soon as possible, like really pushing the car. I also sometimes I like to throw it, let's say, in the corner. So I use, let's say, high downforce setup for discrimination of corners, but still maybe wings not that like high, so I can have a decent straight line speed to make car like not too draggy, because it's important to listen to not go too much with downforce, because it will ruin your race on those two big races. And there are zones as well, like on the way to Stowe and on the way to, is it Laffield or I don't know the name of every corner. I know like one of them.
I know most of them, so we'll try and get everybody used to it through here. It looks like your teammate Branch is the first one on track tonight, Ivan. Have you had much moving chicane motorsport practice this week?
I think we didn't have any practice like during all the season, so.
Okay. Maybe something to fix in the postseason or for next season.
We'll see. Maybe like only individual practice, like it depends.
Yeah.
But like team practice, nah.
Nothing official. Yeah. Ivan, would you be able to send Bacon another invite? Do you think? He turned up, put the wrong livery on, and went away again. So yeah, he's struggling with a.
I'll invite him, no problem.
Thank you.
At least I have him added on the friends list earlier, so.
Yes, let's hope so. We've got Branch about to attack his first lap, so we'll watch that with an eagle eye while Ivan helps out Bacon. Good to have everybody with us. Gog says they haven't changed livery, so I'm not quite sure why somebody sent me a new a suit livery picture. I think Branch has invalidated on turn 1, sadly, so I don't think that one is going to set the world alight for sure. Let's follow along with AshTube, who may be about to put on a quick lap. He's wearing the tasteful gold gloves, it looks like, tonight with AshTube for Blaze Motorsport. I think Bacon's pinging everybody in the chat to get an invite, but he has rejoined. So one of the invites he's got has helped him out. Ash just flirting with that inside line on the old pit straight. Barrels on into Stowe corner. No hint of a lift, so I imagine he's got at least a little bit of downforce on the car. Down to 5th on the way out of Maggots and Beckett's. Obviously purple's that middle sector. Looks like, I think AshTube will be the first to set a time if he can get round these next few corners without an invalidation. Hanging the car out in 5th. Cheeky apex moment there. And crosses the line. A 25.8 is our first fast lap on the track. Let's see what about Storm. Tom just destroys that time with a 1:24.3, 1.5 seconds faster. So Tom for Cyan Racing, whose icon is white, ironically enough, is on his way. Josh Unknown goes just a tiny amount slower than Tom, and Towney in P3 with a 25.2. Storm crosses the line in 4th place, 25.6. So a big mix of teams there across the grid. Here is Fry Pepper. Looks like it's Fraun GP that have changed the livery again. Looks like they've gone for a BWT Aston Martin inspired livery. So those are your first few drivers across, and we'll watch with Lankavas. See how he gets on. Little bit of traffic down the Hanger Straight, down the Wellington Straight, excuse me, and into Brooklands. The field, that grandstand is enough to give you a headache when a V10 engine roars through that section. I'll tell you from personal experience. Something about the acoustic of the cover over the grandstand just destroys your hearing. Oh dear, Lankavas coming across slow traffic in the middle of Maggots and Beckett's. Ivan, a bit of a nightmare moment.
Like that really can scare you like a lot.
Yeah.
A really bad part of a lap to reach the back marker, or the guys preparing, not the back market, but the guys preparing for a hot lap or in lap.
Definitely. So Lankavas up to P5. He got a good time out of there. I think you'll probably find some more time where he picked up that traffic. Who else is on a fast lap right now? Bacon has managed to get the correct livery on for Team Motorsport Audi, the black and red. And let's hope that his late addition to the grid means that he can get his setup loaded and get out there and maybe be a slightly different fast lap strategy, but he may be down to just 2 or 3 fast laps and an invalidation across the inside of Brooklyn, sadly for Bacon. That's not going to do anything for him. Bruno goes into our last timed place in a 1:27.0. That is for this is the OWP team, not the erstwhile Atlas GP team, who were also black with neon green.
Sorry for interruption, mate.
Yeah.
But I'm just updating Pinty. He's on the lap. He's on the hangar straight, I believe. Like on the way to go.
So we're about to start a lap. Yeah, so maybe you could talk us through his lap as he attacks it. I think he's just finishing the out lap here.
I can try. So coming out the lucky cane, really important to get the good run around there, to get the good slingshot for the start finish straight, so you can start your lap well. First corner, flat out, then second corner, high braking, little bit of, let's say, kind of fast combination, like middle speed combination of corners. Down to Wellington straight, on way to Brooklyn. Hard braking zone again.
Nice apex there.
Right. Then on to the old start finish straight. Up. Then I got Beckett, Capo, back on the Wellington straight, back on the Hunger straight, I'm sorry.
That's right.
I think that, for me showing that he's doing purple time, but
yeah.
Okay, so 5th gear, up, short shift into 7th, then big look up there, 3rd gear, out of lucky cane, flip the apex, and the P11.
11 right by Branch Manch as well, so right next to his teammate. 2 tenths between the Movie Chicane Motorsport teammates. Is it a good thing to start together, Ivan, or a bad thing?
Well, if your teammates won't recreate car from 2019, I believe it's good. But if they're gonna recreate it, it's bad.
Absolutely.
Fenty is doing another lap, or that's just in lap?
I'm just watching with Fry Pepper, so I noticed he was just beginning his lap. He's purpled the first sector, 4 tenths faster than his previous time, which is a big gain. Perhaps not enough yet to get him up the front of the grid with his teammate Josh. Say hi to Senna in the chat. Good to have Senna with us, and hope he gets well soon. One of our drivers unfortunately has broken his wrist and won't be racing with us for a few weeks. And Fry Pepper pushing too hard, lost the front corner of the car, has actually put it up on one side. We are 90 degrees to the to the ultra flat Silverstone, and Fry Pepper will go no faster in this session. Dramatic moment on the way through Cops, and that was it.
Oh, Pinty improved.
All gone. Oh yeah, good catch. So Pinty on 25.7 goes P9, so that was pretty cool. We got Gogs on track with an invalidation. Let's have a look at Josh and Tom. Tom crosses the line a shade faster, just 38/100ths of a second faster for Tom. Has Josh got anything in response? He needs a 10th and a little bit. Senna targeting next week to start racing again. I don't know if he's on controller or on wheel, but oh, another moment coming out of Cops there for the Fraun GP cars. So whatever setup these guys are using, it's not working brilliantly for our drivers for the Fraun GP team. They're really losing the car as Monarch and Waitsy go 3rd and 4th, which is pretty cool to have the Versace team up the front of the grid. They need to make hay against Cyan Racing, and with Cyan Racing only represented by Tom and One Blood, who has yet to put in a time, they really need to have a strong showing tonight. Josh, no improvement, very, very close, but we know he can find more time coming out of Cops, excuse me. So back with Monarch. Let's watch Monarch, who's 2/10 under his best time. This stretch his lead over his teammate. Senna racing on wheel. Yeah, you're going to need. You don't want to put too much twist through a broken wrist, even if you've got a plaster cast on. Get well soon, and don't rush, Senna. Get well. And an invalidation from Monarch on the way out of Cops. Everyone losing it in Cops tonight, Ivan.
Well, I didn't expect that to be like something different, because like in one of the most critical parts of the lap,
yeah,
Branch is on the first lap. He's approaching the last chicane.
Okay, let's go have a look at Branch crossing the line there. Ooh, very big improvement from Branch. I bet he'll be happy about that over in Texas tonight.
Well, to be honest, I knew that he can improve. He was like really struggling with his first 2 laps.
Yeah.
He got invalidated both of them. I think like maybe he did like 2 or 3 laps and 2 were like invalid, if I'm correct. And I remember in my like first race in Celeritas, like official in Division 2 race,
yeah,
I got like 24 sticks around the track.
Excellent. Well, we're just watching Towney, who invalidated on the last corner of the lap, and that's got to be heartbreaking. I don't know what's worse, invalidating on the last corner or on the first corner, but that's really tough for him. I don't know if Branch is going through again. No, he's going for. He's coming into the pits. We're on that wind down moment now. I think only Towney is going again. Surprising me a little bit, pushing in on the second lap on the soft tyres. It's a long lap and it's a high deck corner. Will that cost him a lot in terms of strategy, Ivan, if he runs 2 laps and does his fastest time in that on those tyres?
Should be, because as I said before, we started screaming. It's going to be quite harsh on tires.
Yep.
For me, it's like better option to start on mediums and switch to soft. Maybe even, I don't know, hard to stop or something like that in case of safety cars, which aren't the rare in Silverstone. But well, that's his decision. We'll see. Will pay off. But according to my opinion, it can cost him.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Gogs might be the first driver on track to start their final run. So we're just seeing a little bit of tyre markings on the track sort of pop in and out of the stream. So it might be down to a connection issue or just a certain degree of fade timing that Codemasters have put into the game. So Gogs 2/10 slower than his best lap as he starts his hot lap. Let's go and have a look at One Blood. We haven't seen One Blood yet on this Cyan Racing team's livery. You can see the cyan there on the halo, but it is mostly a white livery. Heading into Maggots and Beckett's. Small lift, taking 6th gear for traction on the way out of Beckett's. Heading down the hanger straight. He's looking for his braking point into Stowe. Looks like he started turning before he was braking. So interesting. Price is a lot lower than I expect him to be, so think it'd be quite likely to see Pricey jump up. One Blood goes 8th with that time. I don't think it was perfect by any stretch, so I think he might start the race a little bit frustrated. Gogs has restarted, I believe, for a final go. Pinty just warming up, and it looks like same situation for Pricey, who is on his final lap.
I'm staying Price at the moment. Let's see what he can do. By the way, lots of cars coming out on track right now.
Yeah.
So it will be really important to not get into the traffic, because it can really cost you a lot of time.
So Pricey,
Sure that
quarter of a second under his time in the first sector.
maybe that's what like just banker.
Yeah. I would have thought so. Yeah, he's usually very, very fast in quali. He really turned in very early on into Stowe there.
I'm gonna lie, I thought I think that's cop.
Yes, sorry.
I really don't like he's gonna lose here, and got some flip from it from Storm.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect for him.
Here. Nice from Storm.
Yeah, carried a lot of speed in there.
Yeah. Third gear. Short.
A little bit all over the place on the way out, but gains a second and goes straight to P3 for the BMW Sauber team. Although his tyres, the tyres would have done one lap there. Who else is out there on a hot lap? We've got Josh. He's
now, so the crucial.
Yeah.
For laps to get good lapping. Sorry for interruption, mate.
No problem. Everybody's on a lap now. It's just a matter of picking who to go for. Josh has found One Blood on the exit of Beckett's, not playing particularly nicely, but Josh has got enough through sector 2 to get the pole position. If Tom doesn't extend any further, he's really up there with Tom, just about hooking the next few corners together. He doesn't need to be too greedy. He can get pole just by consolidating what he's already done. And loses the car on the final corner. Sadly for Josh, he was on it. He was absolutely on that one for pole position. Waits, he crosses the line. Branch up to P5, as Ivan said there. Absolutely. Monarch's going no faster. He's invalidated. Towney is a little bit faster, but what a disappointment for Josh on the final corner. Towney up to P8 with a 125.0. Bacon may be our last mover. No, he's not running around, so we'll see what Storm can do as he comes out the final corner, crosses the finish line. A small improvement, but really down in P14. Very surprising from Storm there. So BMW Sauber not showing their normal level of dominance. Pricey, a great lap from Pricey, but Storm really disappointing. I'm sure he'll be really disappointed in 14th place and starting no higher than that. I don't know if Pricey is going round again. He's not. He's headed in the pits.
Or he's in the pits, or he crashed out. Probably in pits.
Okay. It'd be really interesting to see Josh's reaction to that final lap, because man, that was really, really close. What a shame. Someone's saying very close 11th to 14th. Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty close.
It is. We've got
across the whole field.
2 seconds across the whole field is pretty impressive, I think, especially when Tom and Josh have got the times they've got there, and Pricey of course too. Nice and close times.
Yeah. So basically, I think first three got like who is first? Tom, Josh, and Pricey are like within a couple of tenths of each other. So that's really exciting race coming.
Absolutely. We have Waitsy in 4th with Branch in 5th. Monarch, Waitsy's teammate, in 6th place. Lankavas starting 7th. Towney, the first of the Audi drivers, in 8th. And Ashtube for Blaze Motorsport in 9th. Bacon in 10th, starting directly behind his teammate on the grid. We've got One Blood Gogs, Fry Pepper. Fry Pepper starting lower than I was expecting him as well, with Storm, Pinty, and the tail of the grid will be made up by Bruno. So we may not see an automatic decision, Ivan, to go on mediums for our 11th plus place drivers tonight.
Maybe, but we'll see what they'll decide. There's a lot of different options going around this track. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Storm telling us here that he slowed down deliberately to try and get P11. Are you buying that?
Oh, tactics. Well, to be honest, I thought for a second that that wasn't smelling good for a second. I thought he's flying something. Sorry, Storm, don't ban me for this, but...
Yeah, unfortunately Storm might issue license points for people suspecting him of bluffing, perhaps we'll say politely. I haven't seen any weather forecasts from anybody, so you'll find out with us on the stream. It looks dry and bright.
Yeah, it looks dry for the race ride at least. But speaking about Fry Pepper, you told that he's running lower than expected, but I think he could even more improve if he didn't crash out. You remember that he crashed out quite early in qualifying.
Absolutely. Spectacular crash out of qualifying for him. So yeah, you're right. I'm sure he'll be going for it in the race. He's P13 and will start on the mediums. Everyone's gone for mediums there except for Pinty.
Oh, Pinty, what have you done? Sorry guys, I'm not biased, but...
No. Pinty going for a different strategy here tonight. Not quite sure what his intentions are there. Maybe he's going for a two-stop.
Or maybe he'll try to use like the fact that everyone in front of him is on mediums, and then he'll try to use like that slight tire advantage on the beginning until mediums don't get the optimum temperature to work in, because we all know that soaps get into that temperature like before mediums, so maybe he'll try to use that, but we'll see.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts about the Thrawn GP new livery, this Aston Martin inspired colour scheme?
I'll just say it for a second. It's Josh and Fry.
Yes.
Well, for me, don't know. Well, it's nice, but well, this kind of green reminds me on Caterham. No offense, guys, from GP. But probably, yeah, Aston then, because obviously Thrawn is faster than Caterham. He's had fast driver.
No, you're right. Yeah, Caterham before that Jaguar, the British Racing Green. Maybe it's a special livery just for this race from the Thrawn GP team. We'll see. I did prefer the Barcelona colour scheme though. I thought that was kind of nice. That was one of their better ones.
All right, the old cars are lined up on the grid. We'll see what will happen on the start.
Yeah, we're ready to get going. Looks like everybody's.
So one light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
It's lights out and go at Celeritas for Formula C. It looks like Tom away nice as well. It looks like has Branch spun out.
No, for me he shows it's in 6, but I think Gog spun around and he's on medium. That won't help him much.
Some contact between Waitsy and Branch there as Waitsy was fully off the track. An unsafe rejoin and Storm has gone. Yeah, Storm straight into the wall. I don't know if he's had significant impact, but we'll stay with the racing full speed action as they head towards Maggots and Beckett's for the first time. This is where the concertina effect of the cars really condenses everybody and you get the effect of the dirty air. Looks like Blankavas getting a good run on Branch on the way out, but Waitsy is going to try and We've got three wide, three wide down the hanger straight. Lankovas with a beautiful move there, just on slipstream, getting the job done on Branch and defending from Waitsy at the same time. So very nice move.
Pull something out of this fight.
Absolutely. Frypepper up to 9th already. Yeah, Storm all the way down in the last place. I wonder if he will pit. He has pitted straight away. I wonder if that'll be a hard tyre decision on lap 3 for Storm. Up at the front, it's Pricey from Josh and Lankovas. We've got Ash Tube, so a great start really from Blaze Motorsport, 3rd and 4th, and the first couple of laps. Well, the grid's just messed around a little bit.
Yeah. Typical stuff for F1 2020.
Yep.
But Josh is in the gearbox of Pricey. I think Pricey overtook Josh on the start.
He did, yeah. He got a great slipstream on Tom, and just followed him through the corners. Josh out of position. Yeah, but he's slower in race conditions.
Yellow flag.
Someone else has gone.
Dogs again. Ticket for cards.
Yeah, interesting.
And someone crashed out, I think. I think someone crashed out.
Ash has dropped down to 16th. Yeah, it looks like it was probably Ash who's also picked up a penalty at the same time. So front of the grid is Tom from Pricey. Towney made up a lot of places into 5th place there. And Frypepper, the biggest gainer overall for the race so far, from 13th up to P8. So nice start from him. Monarch, Josh and Pricey kind of locked together here, trying to, they'll get DRS this lap. And you can see up ahead Pricey getting completely off the racing line to break the slipstream and defend from Josh. Well, and this is just letting Tom get away, Ivan.
Yeah, and Monarch is catching up as well.
Yeah.
And Downey and Language aren't quite far behind Monarch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He is. Towney's catching Lankovas behind Towney. Lots of close racing towards the end of the bottom of the grid as well. I think we'll go and have a look at Waitsy and Bacon here. Bacon on Waitsy.
Branch was terrible at this out of Maggot Brackets and Chapel.
Oh, okay, good drive out of Stowe from Bacon. He's going to try the outside line here, and he gets the inside line on the last corner, but they will attack the start-finish straight together. Waitsy all over the dirt, and not for the first time tonight. A really scrappy first 4 laps, I think, for Waitsy, as it looks like Pinty aggressively getting by One Blood behind him, as everybody was just a little bit befuddled by Waitsy's off-track moment. It looks like Pinty really made a good effort off that one. Has gained 4 places thanks to at least 2 drop down the grids. We do have a big yellow flag sector. Will we see some form of safety car? Pinty defending. Oh no. Bacon trying to attack Branch here. Bacon's got a lot of speed right now. Enjoying these tyres. So yes, Storm did put hard tyres on it, and he's really struggling to warm them up. It looks like another yellow. Ash saying he never made it up the grid.
George are fighting really hard, side by side through the chicane. Right, meant to defend the position, but that's
fantastic. Let's get back up there then and look. Yeah, and here comes Josh running outside. Pricey taking his own line, risking driving over the front wing there. Josh absolutely messed up there with the dirty air, but yeah, here comes Monarch at the same time. hoping that these two drivers take each other out, I think.
Ash retired in the pit. Really
Ash
unfortunate.
Gone. So Ash and Storm have both gone from the race now.
Considering great start for Blake Motorsport, really important for Ash too.
Absolutely. I hope nobody's watching the football on another screen while they race. We've seen that before.
Oh, okay. I think that maybe. I think you're lucky that you're not driving. Maybe you could get some license points. Just joking.
I doubt it. Yeah, I'm very, very slow. I was doing some practice laps earlier, and yeah, really not up to the standard of Celeritas.
maybe they'll create new role. The live 24 commentators.
Yeah, maybe they'll make sure I'm good enough driver to commentate. But I'm here to provide the colour, and that's why we get the drivers into the race footage, so they can give their expertise. Branch and Pinty back together again on the grid order for some reason, Ivan. It looks like Branch has lost a huge amount of places. Is he pitting? He is. Just put the mediums on.
Somehow.
I don't think so. I think they've gone past each other okay.
I don't know, cause maybe they did. I don't suspect in them to make it clear, but they're like that group of cars like was really close. That like Monaco kind of train around around proper racetrack.
Here comes Bacon getting really close to Waitsy. I say Waitsy not enjoying these soft tyres. I don't know if he's trying to stretch them out a little bit for a potential safety car. Waitsy all the way off on the grass and gravel, and Bacon finding that really easy. Put the pressure on, and he's got it done. Let's go back up to the front of the grid.
Yeah, I just want to suggest that because George is all over the. He's literally the gearbox of Pricey.
He is.
Just desperately trying to break the slipstream, but I think George will try to move around the outside of Stowe.
Outside move on Stowe. Look at the distance between those two cars. That was super close. That was contender for move of the year from Josh. Fantastic work, and Pricey made him work really hard for it.
But Monac is now in the gearbox of Pricey, and George sends the fast up. Well,
yeah,
I think this became personal now.
That was amazing, wasn't it? And Josh already putting several tenths on Pricey just in a couple of corners. So yeah, he's really was stuck behind Pricey for several laps there. Similar pace, but it does look like Josh had more at this stage of the race. Let's see what happens when the guys change tyres and get out there. Branch has come out, Ivan on hard, so Branch trying to one stop.
Yeah, but he had to change front wing, so that makes some. And Pricey went wide.
Pricey, yeah, absolutely. Lost the car, and same place we just saw Waitsy lose the car with the brakes and the tyres just
disconnected.
Fading off. Who's discon?
Lanco is disconnected.
Ah, okay.
Well, I think this race is going from bad to worse for Blake Motorsport.
Definitely.
Won't be happy with the amount of luck.
Lankovas looking for an invite. Hopefully either Ash or maybe yourself, Ivan, can help him out with that. Price is on another attack mode here, and it looks like Waitsy and Bacon locked together again. Waitsy making a move into Stowe. Good move again. This time on the inside. Bacon doing the switchback. He's on the outside as they come towards the start-finish straight. But Waitsy held him off. Got Lankovas ahead. Lankovas' Ghost, of course, ahead, going a little bit slower because we don't allow strong AI in Celeritas. Surely Waitsy took way too much apex into turn one there and gained himself a penalty. Not as many penalties as I was expecting at this stage. If I were driving, I'd have racked up probably a penalty for every lap that we drive here. As I've said many times, that's why I'm in the commentary box. And Waitsy now managing to get a little bit of a gap on Bacon. Maybe he was stretching those tyres and has a little bit more life left in them. So back up towards the front, we've got Tom in P1 on lap 8 with 3.8 seconds of a gap to Josh. Monarch is in third, already gapped by Josh, and Pricey, who was second, now fourth, and trying to hang and stay in DRS range of Monarch. Townie's in fifth with Fry Pepper sixth, Waitsy seventh, trading places with Bacon again. Right now it seems these guys, I think they're going to be locked together tonight as One Blood tries to take both of them down the hanger straight. He's got the inside line. He's got is it the new mediums or old mediums? I think these are old mediums. Bacon shuts the door with authority there.
I sent invite to Lancolet.
Thank you, fantastic. Neither of these soft tyre runners pitting just yet. When are you expecting the pit stop to come?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe somewhere around lap 13, something like that. Maybe.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. My last race, like league race on Silverstone was quite long ago, so I forgot the strategy I was doing.
No worries, no worries. I was expecting before lap 10 actually. So yeah, if it is lap 13, that will be a decent spell on these softs.
To be honest, I also expected that because especially for the guys in front.
Yeah.
Like Josh, Pricey, Monique, because they're like fighting really hard for great amount of laps. So I thought that they will maybe overcook their tires and maybe need to pit like earlier than they originally planned to. But I think that they managed to save their tires well. Like they're good in tire management. But speaking of that, Pricey has pitted.
Yeah, I saw somebody diving in, so yeah, that's Pricey. It looks like One Blood driving a patient race right now. Waitsy, I think, has gone in the pits. Yeah. One Blood's been driving a patient race. He's now managed to make it up to 7th place with those 2 pit stops. Fry Pepper also doing well in 5th place, similarly on those mediums. So the race really coming to the medium runners right now, Ivan.
Yeah, because I thought, that's the reason I said that it's like better to go for mediums, because some can give you the advantage in the beginning, but once the mediums get to the optimum, softs aren't the best option. You don't want to be on softs, especially if they like wear up like too much.
No, absolutely.
You try getting the penalty now. Waitsy maybe in the pit lane or maybe got like track limits. I don't know. I'll just check.
No, I think we've just got track limit penalties so far for 4 of our drivers. That's Bacon, Pinty, Branch, and Waitsy. So 2 penalties for your team so far already tonight, Ivan. Sadly, One Blood, as I've said before, got a lot of speed right now. His speed down the main straight with DRS is amazing. He must be getting a great drive out of Beckett's and Chapel there.
And he's on mediums and Bacon is on top. So I think nothing will label. I don't think Bacon will manage to hold on.
Josh has pitted, so has Monarch on the same lap. So medium tyres for those guys. Apologies for the interruption there, just to make sure that our stream audience noticed that Josh and Monarch have pitted, going for an underlap, but they will see how much time they gain on Tom. But I don't think they'll get past him.
No problem, because as Bacon and One Blood are fighting on the way to Brooklands.
A little bit of contact there. I'd probably put that contact on Bacon for turning across, but
but Bacon got better drive.
On the outside. Into dirt, too wide through there, and not.
That's a good idea.
No. Bacon, I think, wearing the same helmet here as Pricey, so obviously one of the unlockable helmets they've both elected for. Must be a London-based agreement between the 2 London drivers. It's his turn now to have the DRS. We were told by Amazon that the pit window is open. Here comes Bacon. Yeah, here comes Bacon straight in.
Also, Tom and Downey are pitting.
Oh, so Bacon has his teammate ahead of him in the pits. They haven't coordinated that one.
I think that was the gap is big enough to avoid losing time by double stack.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Fry Pepper from 13th on the grid and being 90 degrees to the track, has managed to get up to first place after those pit stops. Pricey gets fastest lap. Tom comes out of the pits. Josh did gain a lot of time there on those fresh mediums. He's now only 1.1 seconds, maybe not even that much, behind Tom as the timing screens check out. So looking good. Monarch has got by Pricey, it looks like. Oh no, they're locked together. Monarch has just got past him, but Pricey fighting hard. Pricey's tyres are up to temperature. He stopped a lap earlier. So battle resumes for these guys. You can see just how much more grip Pricey had using the inside line through Luffield, but ends up going wide. That'll cost him a warning at least on the outside of Cops.
Oh, this will be close.
Definitely. We'll watch with Monarch. He unlocks DRS very early. His tyres should be all good now with the temperature after going through Maggots and Beckett's racing speed. Not quite close enough to action a pass, but he's going to stay with him. And this is our closest battle right now. Everyone's on mediums. The top three have not pitted yet. They're on 12 lap old mediums. Those drivers are Fry Pepper, One Blood and Bruno, started at the back and have made it up to the front of the grid. They would really like a safety car in a few laps time. Can they get the mediums to the end from here? I'm pretty sure they would. 13 laps?
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they could. I don't see a reason why they couldn't.
Excellent. So a one stop for those drivers. What's Pinty doing at the moment? Pinty's just put mediums on.
Price went wide. Price went extremely wide.
Not for the first time tonight. Pricey goes wide through this old section of the track.
Then almost sent Monarch to Shadow Realm.
So Monarch gets the undercut just as Pricey did. Pricey just getting those tyres back up to temperature after getting them dirty. He will get a good drive heading into Maggots, but there's no way through there. Well, unless your name's Lewis Hamilton in GP2 2006.
Or maybe Alex Albon, where like on F1, like that was I think last season.
Yeah. Here comes Pricey back. So the DRS really helping down the Hanger Straight tonight. Must have a good wind direction in that favour.
Took some inspiration from Mansell's move on PK back in 98.
Definitely, it was nice. It was very good. I mentioned that Lewis Hamilton moment because I think his drive at Silverstone in 2006 in the GP2 race series, that's where he really came to everybody's notice and just blew the field away. He's obviously always been in love with this racetrack for a number of different reasons, but that was a moment for me in time. Here comes Monarch on the way back through Pricey. So far, so clean with these two drivers. We're doing pretty well in terms of contact, in terms of drivers being lost. The initial melee, we lost Ash and Storm, but at the moment, things going pretty well. And your team showing quite nicely at the moment, Ivan.
Well, I'll be happy if they finish the race, because finishers get points.
Yes, every finisher getting points in the different point system we have in Formula C, absolutely, to encourage teamwork and encourage racers to finish, and not just throw in the towel. The gaps are opening up a little bit. This is still the closest battle on the track. Getting a lot of screen time tonight, but you understand why when they are racing the high quality racing that they are giving us. so far. A little bit of wheel rubbing, I think, there. Pricey getting that undercut line through Luffield, and that is an absolute favourite of these two. It's almost a battle for who can get that line. But he's had to cede going into Cops. He wasn't far enough ahead.
Well, I think Price is waiting for the Wellington straight.
Yeah.
It's obvious. But to be honest,
another penalty for Pricey as well as he goes through there. So not helping matters, trying to just steal that extra little bit of apex.
But medium runners, some medium guys in that certain medium are having a great race at the moment. I will mention, besides Iron Blood and Fry Pepper, I will mention Bruno. He said like he was also at the back, I think. Maybe I think he was like flat. Then at one point he was like up to P3. He did some kind of Carlos Sainz kind of race, like from Brazil 2019. So really great race for him.
Pricey gets by again. This time just on straight line DRS before.
Iron Blood pits.
So One Blood in the pits, is he? Okay, so dropping down now from that third place. See where he comes out on soft tyres relative to the rest of the field. He's got to do 10 laps. That should be okay. But this is the time we'll see those medium runners come in. If they're in good condition, then the later the better, I guess, for them. Especially for like Fry Pepper, you might get a safety car, you might get an incident. Fry Pepper's still got a 14.5 second gap to Tom.
Well, I think Fry Pepper is pacing himself. Maybe he saved sometimes during the period he was like behind. Yeah, maybe he's pushing now to try to open the gap.
Absolutely. Pricey getting away now from Monarch a little bit. I don't know if Monarch's just calling the car, preserving some ERS.
Maybe he'll just wait for opportunity because Pricey also has penalty, as we already know.
Yeah.
Oh, he nearly lost it to the...
Yeah. It seems like the way to put Pricey under extra pressure is to back off from him, almost.
Right.
Hickory comes around the outside.
Monarch will get this easily. As it should.
Yeah, good opportunities driving. Close enough to pressurise and take advantage.
And Bruno played.
Yeah, it's about time. Lap 17 is about time for those guys. So where will Fry Pepper come out and what will he be able to do in terms of rescuing this race? Maybe P6? Once these two go through.
To be honest, maybe he'll even improve.
Oh, he's just slipped and just dropped Towney, so he is going to come out in P6, but he's on a different strategy.
Yeah, but he'll have tire advantage, and
absolutely.
We saw in this race that his race pace is awesome. Let's say.
Absolutely, no, you're right. And already going past Towney, I think he's going to get him on braking.
Oh.
Beautiful. Beautiful manoeuvre. He got those tyres up to temperature nice and quickly, and yeah, wasn't shy about it. Pricey, of course, and Monarch have been slowing each other down considerably, so should open it up to an attack from Fry Pepper in a few laps' time. We'll keep an eye. It's currently 3 seconds between those guys. We've got the other drivers, One Blood and Bruno. Bruno down in 12th, One Blood in 8th. He's come out, so a good gain of positions. And just battling with Bacon at the moment. I think Bacon.
I'll just check Fry Pepper's lap time. Some of Fry Pepper's lap time for a second, because that's so.
Looks like Lankovas hasn't been able to get in. I don't know if anyone is still.
Oh, sorry for interrupting. I sent him like.
I know you did. He hasn't received it for some reason. So he's been unable to rejoin.
PlayStation 5 started already.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll back off.
Bacon trying to stay with One Blood here, despite One Blood's soft tyres. penalty situation. Pricey. Frypepper's just caught one, sadly. So Frypepper just catching a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help him get on the podium tonight. Josh looks to be. Bacon gets the inside here on One Blood. I'm really surprised to see Bacon be able to battle with One Blood. One Blood's got brand new tyres on.
But look at the amount Frypepper is catching Monarch and Price.
Yeah, looking good at the moment for him, but that penalty's not going to help. Tom's your leader on lap 18, with Josh running in second place for Thrawn GP. Tom for Cyan Motorsport. And we've got Monarch in P3 right now. I don't know if Monarch is likely to be under threat from Frypepper, but Frypepper driving very, very well at the moment.
Well, may I ask, when Frypepper pitted? I forgot. It was like lap 70.
Yeah, like two laps ago, something like that.
Oh, Bacon retired.
Oh no! It's a shame. And a safety car has now been released for Bacon's crash. We sadly just cut away from Bacon, so I didn't see what happened, but Ivan saw him disappearing. What happens now to our drivers? Because do the medium runners elect to go for soft tyres at this point, Ivan?
Now, that's the reason I told why it's better to go for a med, because safety car is always possible around Silverstone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now the guys who are starting on softs and now are on mediums for like most of the field, except like Frypepper, Bruno, One Blood, and who else? I don't know, but now they'll have an advantage because they're like on pressure tires with more rubber.
Yeah.
Down on track, and yeah, if guys ahead on pace.
Branch pitted, I think. Branch pitted for softs. So did Waitsy, taking this safety car opportunity to get some soft tyres on. The question is, will any of our top 4 pit? Yes, Tom pits immediately. Josh pits behind him. Monarch is going to do the same thing. Is this just handing the race to Frypepper? I don't know. What will? Yeah, Monarch pits. Pricey pits as well. But Frypepper is going to get by. I think get by all of them.
Oh, Monarch picked up 5 seconds penalty for spinning in the pit lane, I believe.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet. It looks like Frypepper has taken the lead from Tom, who is still coming through the main start-finish straight section of the pit box. So Frypepper into the lead on warm and conditioned soft tyres. Will be fine to go to the end of the race. This looks like a sprint to the end for our drivers. Frypepper in the lead. Remember, he started P13 tonight, and with the help of strategy and no help from the safety car, he's got himself up to P1.
But except the good race from Frypepper, this race has turned into what will be like an awesome race for Cyan Racing, with Tom in second and Iron Blood in fourth.
Absolutely, yeah. Bacon calling out One Blood, I think, for some contact. We certainly saw them together, and I think blaming One Blood. We'll obviously see in Discord later Bacon's report on the incident, but yeah, sadly, so One Blood's result may be under threat. I mean to say.
Unfortunately, I don't have popcorn.
Yeah, indeed. Popcorn gifts at the ready, I'm sure, for everybody. Yeah, the grid just reforming under the safety car. Hopefully we won't have too long on the safety car, but I imagine with Gogs so far back, even from Lankavas, it might be a while.
That's not important, how someone is far back. Like if someone like 1 lap back, safety car will go in like 2 or 3 laps. That's always the case, like default.
Okay.
I'm saying that from my personal experience in late racing.
I was under the impression that it was about how much of a degree the last most driver had caught up to the snake of the safety cars, but maybe I'm applying too much real life logic to it.
Well, this is a game.
It is a game.
And in the last few months, since F1 2021 is coming out, they're rigged.
So we've got Pinty on mediums. I'm interested in Pinty's strategy tonight. Pinty's on mediums. Hasn't really moved around.
What?
I know he started on softs, didn't he?
All right. When did Pinty card Ferrari strategy?
I think they're missing your race engineering tonight, Ivan. I think that's the problem. You're doing commentary with us, and you're not able to give them strategic calls.
I won't be useful. I'm just giving like my comments from my personal experience.
But so far, so good for moving chicane. You don't often see them in 10th, 11th, and able to both finish the race. So let's hope for a double finish.
With 9 and 6 seconds full time penalty.
Yeah, the penalties are really going to feed into the problems for our drivers to navigate tonight. Frypepper with I think 3, so that's important. Like I say, most of the field are on soft tyres. So Frypepper's on 3 seconds. He's going to have to get away from Tom, which is not an easy thing to do.
And we got notification from race control. Safety car is in this lap. So
absolutely.
It's going to be 4 or 5 lap showdown until the finish line.
Now Tom is between 2 Fawn GPs. I wonder if there's anything that the 2 teammates can do to distract Tom or get him a penalty in some way. So they'll be trying to drive together nicely.
I don't think that'll be like or great like that. That's not sportsmanship, let's say.
True, absolutely. When does Frypepper go? Oh, it's not been kind to Josh. Frypepper went early and Josh was alongside Tom. Nice restart, I think, there from Frypepper. Has managed to gap Tom slightly. We've got OneBlood and Monarch together. Monarch will be hoping for a more successful overtake than Baker managed on OneBlood. Let's watch this one. Oh, yeah, Monarch just being patient into turn 1. Just trying to wait for a good slipstream moment, I think, and get significantly past. Further back, we've got Pricey and Towney. I think Bruno has, I think it's Gog's car. Gog's car is ghosting from a lap down.
Waitsy and Bruno are fighting.
Absolutely, Waitsy, Bruno with Branch watching behind, hoping to gain on him.
Sideline on the way to the cops.
This will help Branch, but no, Waitsy decides to wait, doesn't want to force it around cops.
Oh, Bruno got penalty, and
that's going to really help Waitsy, isn't it? Yeah, watching Bruno grab a penalty like that. A little bit slower through Maggots 2 into Beckett's. Looking for a good run here.
There's still plenty overtakes around here in this race or in real life.
Yeah.
But the way wasn't close enough to make a move. Maybe she can.
That was close. He almost making a move in reaction, but he gets the inside line up through the final corner, and a great move from Waitsy. Really, really nice, just on traction. And Branch watches that one and sees where he might make a similar move on Bruno. Branch looking for 9th place here tonight.
DRS and Wellington straight, obvious. Oh, Branch, a little bit of contact with Bruno. Wheel rubbing.
We've got a real train going down here, but I'm going to go back up to the front because Tom is less than 2/10 behind Frypepper.
Yeah.
Tom gets the inside line on the way through Luffield. Will he be able to hold it? He does. Frypepper can't close the door. Who gets the better run through Cops? They've gone too wide, and Yeah, Tom had to lift because you can't go the inside line there.
And this will help Josh.
Absolutely. What can Josh do? We know Josh has got similar pace to Tom. So can Josh get right in the mix here and try and get them both? They head down the hanger straight under the bridge.
Well, I think Fry Pepper is doing like rotas around here. So when he can't win, he'll just help his teammate.
It's quite possible. Monarch gets a penalty there in P5, so now has 8 seconds of penalties. He may have caught one. That's right. Gets a little kick of dirt. I think Josh is almost closer here. So a yellow in sector 3. Looks like Lankavas. Lankavas is ghost, isn't it? He's not back in the race at the moment. I presume Gogs is racing with his ghost because he's not catching Lankavas at all.
Don't try to make a move down, similar to Sebastian Vettel in 2018, down the Eastern Brooklands, but he wasn't that close.
Indeed. Another yellow flag. Is it Pricey? Is Pricey dropping down? No, One Blood's gone. Okay. One Blood's gone, and you can just feel Bacon shouting karma at the TV screen right now. One Blood disappearing down the grid, and he's gone from the session. Let's hope we don't get another safety car. It's lap 24. This is your battle for the lead, with Tom coming up the inside down the hanger straight. Fry Pepper trying to brave it around the outside, goes off track, stays on the inside line as they head down to the final section. Side by side racing. I don't know if Fry Pepper's going to get the run back. He's going to give it up to Tom. Yeah, he gives up the place to Josh there, his teammate, and Josh will have a go. Josh and Fry Pepper racing with 3-second penalties. What can Josh do now? It looks like, wow, Fry Pepper just sideways through turn 1. Really lost it. Cold tyres. So it looks like Versace suddenly making a late race surge here in 5th and 6th with Monarch and Waitsy. Obviously enjoying the soft tyres a lot more, with Branch and Pinty now in 8th and 9th, Ivan. Branch up to P7 just as I say that, taking Bruno.
And Pinty's close as well.
He is. Looks to be taking the outside line for a possible cutback or better drive, but he won't get amazing traction with medium tyres. He does get around the outside of Bruno. Bruno really struggling. I don't know if there's a problem with the car. Losing 2 places in the space of about 2 corners, I think. Let's go back to the front because Josh is looking to make an overtake for the lead here. Down the inside of Tom. Gets the job done and heads off now. He's got a battle in front of him. He's got to try and gain 3 seconds on Tom in 1 lap. I don't think that's possible, but he's going to give it his best. He's got great speed at the moment, Ivan.
Yep, indeed.
Beautiful move there from Josh.
Yeah. But the problem is, will he manage to open 3 seconds gap in just 1 lap? Maybe he wants to force Tom into a mistake. That's
we'll see if Tom might get. Tom doesn't need to drive at 100% here. He can take it at 90% and just avoid any of the track limit abuse penalties, because that would end his battle for the lead if he got a penalty at this point.
I think George nearly lost it on the exit of Wilson.
Yeah, we're going to have a job watching the grid order as the drivers cross the line at the end of the race, because down from 5th place, everyone has different penalty counts, and it's going to be really difficult. Yeah. Pricey suddenly up to P9. I think Pricey and One Blood did tangle, and that sent Pricey down and One Blood out the race. Branch 7th, Pinty 8th, Pricey 9th, Bruno 10th, Lankavas and Gogs. No, look, it looks like Fry Pepper derating as they head down towards the start-finish line. The race will finish with, I think, Josh in the lead, but that will switch round immediately as by penalty countback, Tom gets the win from Josh and Fry Pepper in Formula C's race around Silverstone, race 10 of the championship. Towney with 4th. We've got Monarch, Waitsy 6th and 7th. How will that shake out? Branch drops down with Pricey's penalty profiting behind Pricey and Pinty. We've got Bruno in P10, and a long way back the Ghost of Lankavas will be the final car to cross the line. But a great win from Tom, pushed very close, one of the closest competitions we've had when Tom's been in the race with Josh. Fry Pepper in 3rd place, a great result there for Fraun GP.
Yeah, indeed, great race for them. They really, especially for Fry Pepper, he really made the damage control in the race after scratching out in qualifying.
Absolutely. Fry Pepper was obviously feeling the pressure of keeping the drivers behind after the safety car. I think Lightning's just joined us. Lightning, what did you make of that one?
Hello. How is everyone? That was quite a fun race.
It was, absolutely.
Especially
Battle for the lead right to the end.
last 6 laps. That's all I watched, the last 6 laps. It was brilliant.
Good stuff. Well, here's the podium ceremony. Tom in matching overalls for his team, and similar overalls at least for Fry Pepper and for Josh.
There were so many incidents.
Absolutely. Yeah, my voice is hurting after that one. That was busy.
I saw what caused the safety car.
Well, Branch completely disagrees with us, says it was an awful race, but he wasn't watching the same race that we were. Ivan, maybe could you take us through the finishing order?
So Tom takes the win in front of Josh and Fry Pepper. Towney in 4th. Great race for at least one Audi driver. Monarch in 5th, Waits in 6th, Price in 7th, Pinty in 8th, Branch in 9th, Bruno in 10th, Lankovas in 11th, Gogs 12th, Ironblood 13th, Bacon 14th, Ash, and then Ash and Storm DNF from the session.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'd love to know what happened with Storm at the end, but I don't know if it's possible to try and get hold of Tom, Josh and Fry Pepper for our post-race interview. I don't know if you can send an invite to the party.
I just want to ask that thing, May I think take over the interview, because I think my dinner is ready and my parents are calling for me.
No problem. Here comes dinner taking our commentators away. I will be able to do it myself now that we've gone from the screens. But if have you got time for any parting words for us, Ivan?
Well, don't know.
No problem. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, it was good to have you with us. Go and refuel, and thank your parents for waiting. Good to have you. It looks like Lightning has been able to help out with some interview invites. I thought he had to go. Thanks very much. I'll just keep everyone ahead of what's going on.
Thank you.
Branch joins us. Looks like Branch, you were watching a very different race to us, because we love that one.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I felt like I had pretty good pace. You know, I qualified 5th, and
Ouch. Yeah. Rough one for you then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a good uncharacteristically good race from Moving Chicane. We were obviously tracking your progress because we had Ivan with you with us in the commentary box. He was uh, obviously a little bit frustrated at some of Pinty's strategy decisions. No team collaboration going on before the race tonight. I take it for Moving Chicane.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I don't know why he chose mediums at the end of the race there. That was a bit confusing to me. That he pit behind me and then put mediums on. But he was able to hold on pretty well for...
Yeah.
Yeah, he was able to hold on pretty well. And we definitely took advantage of, like, obviously the safety car, and we were able to take advantage of all of the people that spun at the end of the race. So we got a few positions out of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But definitely, after lap 1, definitely better than what I expected.
No, it was good, and a good recovery drive, and good to get 2 points finishes for the team, I'm sure. Well done for persisting with it and sticking with the race. It was good. It was good from our seats, and I'm sorry it was a disappointing recovery drive rather than a glory run for you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Branch. Good to talk to you.
No problem.
Tom, I think our winner has joined us, and I must give preference to Tom. Tom, congratulations. You were pushed hard through that race.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I actually was. At first, I got the gap that I was going for. I overviewed the car, but just because I was on pole, the engine won't overheat, and you're able to just push and get away. But after that, I really couldn't do anything with the gap, and then I tried to do an overcut and get on fresher tires, but that didn't really work either, and the gap stayed at 2 seconds for that point. And then the safety car, well, then it all came really close. So I didn't have the penalty, of course, but it's still nice to finish ahead of on track. Sadly, that didn't work out because Josh actually got the run on me in the last corner. I saved the ERS to overtake him on the last lap, but he just got the run on me, so he finished ahead on track. So congratulations to him for that.
Were you feeling the pressure at the end there?
Yeah, you just want to avoid any mistakes, and I also had 2 warnings actually.
I was wondering how many warnings you had, because whether you could afford to risk. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind finishing behind him on track. I don't like the whole penalty situation. I'm not good at penalty management myself, so that might be why. But I would have preferred having a good battle over than playing it safe and just sticking him behind and not doing anything.
Absolutely. Happy with your race? Any mistakes that we missed on screen, or did you drive pretty smoothly today?
I mean, I did get pole, but my pole lap actually was far from my perfect. I think I was like 3/10 off just in the last sector because I made 2 mistakes in there.
Yeah.
So that could have been better, and I just need to improve in qualifying in general. So I've been working on that, but sadly that didn't work out today. Luckily enough, it was pole position. But yeah, the race I just tried to be consistent, avoid warnings. I had a little incident with Bruno at some point when I overtook him. I apologize to him for that. It was completely my mistake. I just misjudged how much the car would turn, and I think I hit him off, but luckily it didn't get any damage. So I think that will be okay.
Sure. No, good stuff. A good result for Cyan Racing, although unfortunately we lost One Blood right at the end of the race, and he had a lot more dramas than you. Perhaps you'll catch up in your team chat later.
Oh, that was unfortunate. No, I haven't seen that yet, because he actually was on the alternative strategy, so I thought he was in a good place to get points, but
no, absolutely. So it wasn't the best, I don't think. It looks like Fraun GP are hard on the attack at the end of the season here. It should be shaping up for a cracking last 2 races between yourselves, Versace and Fraun GP. Well, congratulations, congratulations, Tom. A great race. It was really fun watching.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for the commentary.
Thank you. Good to have you with us. Thank you. Josh, I think you joined us.
I have, yes.
Hey, Josh. I don't know how much of our interview you just caught with Tom, but you pushed him really, really hard at the end.
Yeah. It was. I'm glad the safety car came out because I did lose quite a lot of time on the start being behind Price. He got the jump on me. Lost a lot of time, which I didn't think I should have been losing. I think it could have been a good battle from lap 1, but
yeah.
It was a stalemate on Delta pretty much throughout the whole race. I mean, we were bouncing between 2.5, 2.7, 2.5, 2.7 just constantly.
Looks like you had a lot of trouble getting by Pricey early in the race.
Yeah, it was a bit. He tried forcing me off when I tried to overtake him the first time. He was just way too aggressive. I was on the inside. I don't know what he was doing. It was just stupid. Because I was on the inside. I had the pace on him. I saw he was derating, and I kept on. I was on the curb on I think it's called Stowe. I was on the curb when I was on the inside, and I feel a slam on my car, and then like a couple of seconds later, he's trying to push me wide and take the racing line, which is a bit ridiculous. So, but yeah, luckily I got past him the next lap with the ERS and just managed to do it the same spot, but I took the outside this time. I was doing the inside again.
Yeah, learning from that one, and it certainly seemed like there was a lot of side-by-side action going on today. Any dramas that we might have missed on track? Looked like it was just trading times with Tom.
There was a bit of drama on the last few laps. I was going through that exact corner. I was screaming at Fry and just in general saying, just basically telling Tom to send it, because I knew he was on 2 warnings.
Yeah.
So I was hoping he's going to go side by side and then maybe misjudge it. But no, finished in front on track.
I wondered if you might try and back up Tom into Fried Pepper's clutches, but it's a little bit difficult around Silverstone.
Yeah, I mean Silverstone's a track where you want to be in P2 until very late, as we saw then. I don't think it's the nicest track to be ahead. I think sticking behind someone and then making a late move and not giving them a chance to play their hand is much better. But we didn't really want to risk double podium, so we just went on and...
Yeah. I mean, props to Fry Pepper, because he came up from 13th on the grid and lying on his side after his second attempt at a fast lap.
I'll give you some insight with Fry. So up until the safety car, he was racing, and when the safety car came out, he looked at his telemetry, and his throttle was stuck at like 95%. So under the safety car, we were trying to like figure out how to put the dead zone up. So after the safety car, we managed to get his throttle back up. But yeah, for the majority of the race, he was racing on 95% throttle.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, to put in the performance he has with and unable to go full throttle. Very nice work. But were you in a live party chat with him through the race?
Yeah.
Nice.
We were in party. We used the safety car to check on penalties, which is quite good. And then obviously, so can I ask what happened?
You could try.
They were like, after the safety car restart, I was expecting someone to be right behind me, and I look at the delta and it's like 4 seconds.
Let me see. I remember one of... I'm pretty sure it was Fry was on the outside, almost on the grass near the pit lane entry when... no, because Fry was in the lead. Maybe it was you that was on
the lead.
Yeah, no, I think it was you that was on the grass. And
I tried. Obviously, because we had the communication between me and Fry, I knew when he was going to go, but I was the one telling him when to go. I was trying to judge it so Fry would go when Tom was like diagonal, basically heating his tires.
Oh, very cool.
And there's just a bit of delay from the UK to Belgium.
That's really awesome. I'm glad that I've often wondered whether teammates can coordinate, when to launch on the safety car. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, how about on the quali? Did you feel like you were able to beat Tom tonight?
I was on my last lap and I got blocked in. I think it was Beckett's.
Was that One Blood cruising around in the fast section?
Yeah, he didn't necessarily block me, but he chose very late to leave and get out of the way, yes. And I lost a load of speed through Beckett's because there was 2 cars. I don't know who the other one was, but there were just 2 cars that were mega slow in
it's something we need to sort out. People should be heading back to the pits at full speed, frankly.
Yeah, he said he was in low fuel mode.
Right.
So like, if you're in low fuel mode, just go on to the left with a runoff.
Yeah.
It's not grass. But yeah, it would have been nice to start pole, because I think I would have pinched it if he obviously buckled his last lap as well, similar to me.
But then, I mean, Tom said he had 3/10 he lost in the last sector.
Yeah, same as me basically. Would have been cool. It's a shame that we didn't get to battle but
No,
well,
it was
we
good.
got there in the end,
It was
but-
good. It was well worth a rewatch on the stream. It was a good finish
Yeah,
certainly
I'll be
to the
watching
race.
this one later.
Good stuff. Well, thanks, Josh, for stopping by, and congratulations to you and the team.
Cheers, mate. Congrats to Tom, obviously, and then well done to Fry as well.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't know, Fry, have you joined us in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey, Fry. We were just hearing about some of your radio communications with Josh in the race, but a fantastic recovery drive from 13th on the grid.
Yeah, thank you. It was all about safety car.
We were with you. We were with you on your qualifying attempt when you ended up sideways. Just lost it on the way out of Cops.
Yeah, was pushing too hard and then I spun, but I'm happy I spun because medium soft was I think a bit better.
It was, yeah, definitely. Certainly, Ivan in commentary suggested it was not too much of a disadvantage, and you really made that one work, especially if you were on 95% throttle most of the race.
Yeah, I realized it on the lap before the safety car. I was looking at my telemetry and then I saw it was not full throttle and I was like, huh, what happened? And
Nothing stuck behind the pedal, or was it just something in the settings?
No. I think it's just my controller that is broken a bit.
Ah, okay.
I'll just order a new one.
Yeah, overuse of the R2 button maybe.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Any sort of dramatic moments or good battles that you recall through the race?
In the race, I think you said I was sideways in the race, but can't remember it. But
There was a moment. I think there was a moment. Yeah, coming out, and it did look a little bit Larry, but I think it was just after Tom and Josh got by you. Just after you'd let Josh by, I think you came through turn 1 sideways. That looked impressive. Good catch.
Yeah, thank you.
But there was nothing you could do to keep those guys behind you tonight.
I was trying, but yeah, the guys are too fast for me. Yeah.
Their tyres were 2 laps younger as well, weren't they? So the safety car didn't help you. But yeah, it looked like a great race, and congratulations on the recovery. A great result for the team.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good result, so we're happy.
Good stuff. How do you feel about the next race tonight? For next week?
France.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun. I love the track. I'm good at
I think
the track.
France will be demanded on these cars. Quite snappy.
Do you?
Yeah, it'd be good fun. Probably a few spins.
Good stuff. Well, we like to see drivers push to the limit. Well, congratulations, both of you. I'll move on. I don't know who else is in the chat. I think I saw Bacon turn up.
Nope. Oh yeah.
Are you with us, Bacon?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Looks like, I don't know. How would you summarize your race tonight? Because I'm struggling to think of a decent sentence to describe it.
I mean, it was going really well, and then I missed my braking point by like a millimeter or two probably, and it just sent me deeper into the corner than I wanted to, going side by side with OneBlood. And well, yeah.
You're not being quite as vocal as perhaps you were on Discord immediately after disappearing.
I mean, he admitted himself that his driving was borderline, or whatever he said. So, I mean, yeah.
Fair enough.
I might have started it by missing my braking point once, but I don't want to say too much. I just want to leave it to stewards.
Fair enough. Did you enjoy your evening racing up until then?
Yeah, I had some great moves. A couple on OneBlood, ironically. I think 1 or 2 on Branch. It was a nice little climb up until I DNF'd.
Yeah.
Out of safety car.
No, absolutely. Was it a big impact? We didn't see it on screen.
I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm just saying that we were going side by side through Maggots and Beckett's.
Okay.
And then he pushed me onto grass, and I went across track and into a wall.
Yeah.
So it's his fault.
I'm not saying that.
Say
but
it as
that's
it
what
is, lads. Just say it as it is.
Hang on, let me just scroll back and find what you'd said earlier, and I'll just put it to you. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. but how did qualifying go? Because you were quite late to the party tonight.
I went out with a little bit less fuel on my mediums, which was like my 3 practice laps.
Yeah.
And then I did my 1 quick lap. Which, honestly, didn't go too bad. I thought I'd be near the bottom, but then I turned out P9, P10?
I think
Somewhere
so.
around there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I
Cool.
mean, it wasn't a bad lap.
Okay, well, you know, it was worth waiting for you tonight to start the race. Yeah, sad to see you disappear tonight. How did I didn't catch how Townie did. Did he manage to make up for your DNF?
He got P4?
Ah, excellent.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
I mean, I guess it makes up, but it's not double points, so...
No, indeed. No, absolutely. Well, what about you? How do you feel about the Challenge of France next week?
I like France. I'm one of the weird people that like it. It's I mean, I don't like the DRS passing on the straights because they're so long, but it's a love and hate relationship because it's such an awkward track going side by side, but I like the flow of it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That is a weird and unusual opinion.
I agree though a little bit with the flowing bit. I think it is quite flowing.
Okay, cool.
I
I'm
guess
not
maybe
a fan of the last
though, I'm
sector
sure.
myself, but it's I tend not to do very well in high speed stuff. I think. Okay. Well, we'll look for a good Audi result in France then. Bacon.
Whoa. Never said I was good at the track, I just said I liked it.
Well, we know what you meant. Good stuff. Well, thanks for stopping by for an interview. I just want to check whether we've got anybody else because I think Lightning added the entire field to the to the press conference tonight, and I don't want to leave people hanging. Is there anybody else sitting waiting to talk?
Nope, nobody.
Ah, okay, good stuff. We've had a big turnout for the press conference tonight. But it's been fun watching the drivers pushing hard tonight, and we had a good number of finishes as well. I think the point system is helping that, and I can't wait to see the standings as they get released later in the week. Storm will maybe have had a bit of extra time to take care of the standings after tonight's race. Maybe he won't thank me for saying that. Thanks for joining us tonight on the YouTube channel and for the engagement. It's been good to talk to you. We'll have proper regular racing again back same time next week. Formula C, the penultimate round of the season, and look out for any exhibition races. Although during the Euro Championship it might not be happening. It's still exam season, so good luck to any of our members still taking exams over the next week or two, and hopefully we'll have a better schedule of exhibition races before our next season, and the new game has had a few weeks to bed in. But yeah, thanks for joining us, thanks for pushing hard for all our drivers, and we will catch you all on the next race day.